Hey, what's up? Hey, congrats to you guys for making it this far. This last lesson right here is going to finish out the first module one. Okay, so just all about the vision first. You got to have a vision to know where you want to go. Okay, so hey guys, again, my name is Arthur Lau. I'm founder of Barber's Eye Academy, and I'm so happy for you guys to be on this journey with me to be able to get yourself the momentum that you need to start your barbershop business or salon and go straight to the top, because that's what this is about. Before we close out this first module, we got to do the most important thing. The most important thing to getting this stuff going. So I gave you a lot of tips, a lot of keys, a lot of strategies, a lot of advice, a lot of good things, right? But there's one thing that's missing. There's one thing that's missing that we haven't talked about yet, and then we're about to dive right in, okay? I'm so excited for you because this is the key. And a lot of people don't know how to get where they want to go because they don't know this ninja hack. But for right now, I want to tell you this before we get started. I want you to say that I am the boss. I am a boss, because you are a boss. Because you know why? You are a winner, because you made it this far, and we're going to close out this lesson with a winning strategy, okay? So listen, we're going to win today with this one. So this is about goals. Real quick, a lot of people don't even know how to set goals. A lot of people don't know how to create goals, and especially a lot of people do not know how to achieve goals. So how we're going to get to this level, before we can go to the next levels, next modules, the stop here is going to help us elevate all the way to the next level. All of the modules is up and coming, and it's going to help you really process all the things that we've already talked about prior. Okay, how to set goals and making your goals smart and things like that. So I got a couple good quick keys for you, and it's going to show you how you can do all those things. Okay, well, first of all, you need to know this. The average people in the world, it's only 3% of people in the world that actually know how to set goals and actually set goals. And then there's even a smaller percentage of people that actually achieve them. Okay, so know that. Now, I want you to become one of those small percentiles of that 3% that actually are the ones that achieve the goals. Because if you have a goal to open this salon or a barbershop, you will with these techniques. Okay, so like I always say, in order to, we're going to do something so simple, but so strategic, but so simplistic that it's easy a third grader can do. We're going to do something different though. Instead of working from the bottom to the top, we're going to start at the top and work our way down. Okay? So what I mean by that is, if your goals are here, but your action level is here, your goals are never going to come down to you. You always have to go up. Here's the thing. So if you set high goals, you can reach them if you're willing to do the work, but they're never going to come down to your level. Okay? So here's the thing. Les Brown has a great quote. He said, most people in life never reach their goals not because they aim too high and miss, but they aim too low and hit. Ooh, I think you missed that one. But we're not, because we're going to actually set goals high and we're going to hit them high. Because the thing is, it takes the same amount of energy to set your goals high that it do to set them low. So all you got to do is set them high and just go after it. But the thing is, a lot of people don't know how to set their goals high and then achieve them because they don't have a strategy. Okay, so here's the strategy. You got to have your goals set up smart, and smart meaning using an acronym. Okay, so here it is. Write this down. So making your goals smart, specific, make your goals measurable, attainable, create a roadmap, and a time bound. See, here's the thing. Dreams are for free, right? But only the ones that hustle are the ones that reach them. So what I mean by hustle, you have to actually really work. You have to put in the work. So don't expect your dreams going to come to you just because you got these good ideas and just dreams. Hell, everybody has a dream to open up a barbershop. Everybody has a dream to open up a salon. Everybody has a dream to have a business. But nobody's really willing to put in the work. But you are, no. So this is what we're going to help. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to break those acronyms down for you just a little bit more in detail. And I want you to understand this. This is what we're going to do. We're going to reverse engineer. Set your goal here and have an understanding of what it is you want. Like knowing that if you want to open up a barbershop, you have to have a time bound, right? So for an example, it's something about like just speaking in the atmosphere of what you want to achieve. And you can manifest it if you just do it like this. So, hey, for an example, in order to open up your barbershop, just say, look, take out a sheet of paper and just say, I want to open my barbershop in the next 6 months. Or I want to open up the next year. Don't say 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, because you never get it done. There's too many distractions in the world. Let's hone in. So next year, next 12 months, next 6 months, let's hone in and figure out what we need to do. So if you want to open up a barbershop in 12 months, what do you need to do? Or 6 months. Let's just say 6 months to make it simple. So in the next 6 months, what do I need to do to open up my barbershop in the next 6 months? Okay? Remember, like I said before, clarity is power. So even when you're writing your goals, you have to be clear, be specific. A friend of mine told me, in order to be prolific, you have to be specific. What he meant by that is be specific in your speaking and your choosing the things that you want to achieve. So be specific about what you want in your business. So if you want to open up a barbershop in the next 6 months, here's a hypothetical solution. So 6 months, you need to have X amount of dollars. Let's just say it's 5,000, 10,000, whatever, depending on what type of barbershop you're looking up, 20,000, 100,000, whatever, right? So you need a plan to get that money if you don't already have it. So number two, I need 6 barber chairs. So you're planning these things out. So you start here. So you need $20,000. So I need to figure out how much it's going to cost me to get 6 barber chairs. I need 6 capes, 6 mocks, 6 mirrors, one a shampoo bowl. I need, so you start to articulate what it is that you need. You calculate that. See, a lot of times what people do is they do it the other way. They just start adding all this stuff up, and the number gets so high. The number gets so high that now they're like, whoa, I can't afford it. But let's start high. Let's start at the top and work our way down. Then what we can do is we can get everything customized into our budget. Here's the thing. Here's a super trick that the ninja trick that I did. Like, you don't necessarily have to go buy everything new. So you don't have to go buy everything new. You can start off with especially if it's your first shop, if it's your first business. Why would you invest so much in all of this new stuff right away when you could use that money as capital? Because you're going to need that money later on for supplies and payroll and things like that. So the ideal is in business is keep your overhead low and keep your returns high. Okay, so let's be specific in our choosing, making your goals measurable, make them attainable, and create a roadmap and a time bound. The time bound thing is to make sure that you do it. Because most people set goals, they never put a time limit on it. Because now what happens when you don't put a time limit on your goals, then things never get done. Here's the thing. So many people strive to be perfect, but you don't need to be perfect in business. You just need to get it done. So in this sense, work to be done versus perfect. Because once you get done, you can always shift and make things better. But if you make it perfect, then you'll never get it done because nothing's perfect, right? So that's kind of the thing about setting goals. So again, smart goals, meaning make them smart enough that you can understand and easy enough to understand, and make them measurable, meaning that you can measure, which you can manage, you can measure. So you can measure, your goal from getting from here to here and how long it's going to take, okay? Obtainable. So can I really raise X amount of dollars in this time frame? Or do I need to, can I raise more? Can I raise less? Is that attainable? Okay, can I really obtain my barbershop within 6 months? Okay, now what's the roadmap? What steps do I need to take to get there? You know what I mean? In other words, what's my GPS? If you were driving, look, I'm here in Nebraska, so and if I wanted to go to Chicago, hypothetically speaking, and if I've never been before, what would I normally do? I would, probably pull up my iPhone and say, ask Siri to give me the directions to Chicago. Now, what Siri would do is she would give me a roadmap. She would give me a GPS, and she would say, take exit XYZ or take Highway 80 straight out to, Highway 80 going east, and you end up in Chicago in 6 hours and 44 minutes. Okay, so that's just a hypothetical situation. And I think it's about more like 7 hours, but point being, Siri will give me the directions. So that's what you need to do. You need to have a Siri or Alexa for your goals for your barbershop business. Okay. Now, here's the thing. This mechanics of having your SMART goals. Now, you can still use this for, open up your barbershop, but these same mechanics can work for anything in your life, any business, anything that you want to achieve. So they're universal. So this is definitely a really good ingredient that you can take with you and start. And when you jump into entrepreneurship, if you're already doing entrepreneurship, maybe you already done some things, but you wasn't clear on things, but you can take these things and these strategies and help you propel forward in business and life. So making your goals smart, measurable, obtainable with a roadmap and a time bound. That's going to help you elevate to a whole nother dimension of getting these things done. Okay? So, and that's the thing. I want you to get them done, not perfect. So to finish out this lesson, since I want this one to be quick but really powerful, because I don't want to oversell this, because I don't want you to overthink this, because it's a lot simpler than you think. But remember, 3% of the world only make set goals and achieve them. So I want you to be in the top 3%, because you can't hit a target that you can't see. So you map this out. Now you got a target, you can achieve it, and you got a time bound. And then here's the thing. Let me say this. Now, even though you got a time limit, let's say 6 months, and you don't hit it in 6 months, don't beat yourself up. Just change the course. Give yourself another month, give yourself another 6 months, give yourself another year, whatever it takes. But the thing is to put a time limit on it. That way, if, I don't know if you know anything about Pareto's Law. Pareto's Law is basically, when you got, you ever thought about like when you got homework in school, high school, or whatever, or any type of project that needs to get done, but you have a due date. Let's say you need to have a paper back in school done, an essay paper done by Friday, and you procrastinate Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you're like, oh man, I got to get it done on Friday, and you wanted to get it done, and maybe it was a long paper that you needed more days, but you stayed up all night Thursday to get it done. You got it done, you got a name. Maybe you just got it done, right? But Pareto's Law meanings that you can get things done quicker when you have a timeline or a time bound or a deadline than you would, even though it would normally take you 3 or 4 days to do it. But because of the pressure, you get it done in a short amount of time. So the thing is set yourself with a timeline. So use the universal law, Pareto's Law, to help you get done and get your goals on paper, out of your head, on paper, and with smart goals and smart decisions. And guess what else? To close out this lesson, what I need you to do is below here, comment down. I want you to do your homework. Your homework will be to write out the acronym SMART, S-M-A-R-T, and below it, I want you to write out one sentence, what your goal is for opening up your business, and then stamp it with the timeline. So that's how we're going to finish out this lesson. And congratulations for finishing out the first module. And it's the most important module because I have to make sure I shape your mindset first before we really dive into the guts and the nuts and the bolts of opening and owning and running, maintaining profitable barbershop. So, hey, I see you at the top. Peace and love.